In this video, let's look into image tagging feature within SharePoint. Now, before I cover the image tagging, let me go into the next slide and show you something about SharePoint Premium. Now, SharePoint Premium, formerly known as Microsoft Syntax, is an AI powered content management and governance add on for SharePoint Online. So, it is not available out of the box. You need to enable pay as you go services in your M365 admin center, and then that feature will be made available to you. So it contains a set of features related to document classification, AI driven content extraction, e signature services, tighter security controls for high value content, and many more feature set. Basically, it is designed to automate the document processing, improve governance, and enhance the collaboration. Now, image tagging. Image tagging basically helps you in improving the search within SharePoint. Now, it basically takes the image file, understand what that image file is, and tries to specify you some sort of a tag. Now, that tag can be used for marketing purposes. You can use that for tagging files in SharePoint. You can set metadata fields automatically. So that's the benefit of image tagging. Now, here in the screen, as you see, I have navigated to M365 Admin Center, and in org settings pay as you go services, you need to enable the document and images. Under document and images, you need to enable image tagging. So images stored in SharePoint are automatically tagged with descriptive words. These tags improve search and can be used to initiate workflows. Now, under an image, so if you see, if you click on three dots under automate, you have configure image tagger. You need to enable the image tagger on a document library or a list, and then basically you will be able to uh, view the image tags. Now it creates a column, basically image tags. So within image tags, you can basically see the edit column over here. So this is the field set within that specific column, and the result is over here. So I have uploaded orange, forest, mango, and those kind of images, and it has given me the details of the image tag. So if you see over here, the two guys playing football, so you can see football, footwear, ground, outdoor, player, playground. So it will try to look into the image and try to give you all the objects that it finds within the image. So that's a basic an example from image tagger. Now, let me show you how to first configure image tagger. So over here in this particular screen, you can see M365 Admin Center. So if you click on Show All, under Settings, you go to Org Settings. And if you scroll down a bit, you should be able to see Pay As You Go services. So basically, it sets up billing and manage access to services like agents in SharePoint, OCR, document translation, autofill columns, M365 backup, M365 archive, SharePoint embedded, and many more. So I click on Pay As You Go services, and then here I will connect under billing Azure subscription. Now this is active at the moment. So in your case, it will ask you to connect to the Azure subscription if you have. I've already connected it. And once you do that, you will be seeing the settings. So under documents and images, you will see all the different features set. Now the one which we are interested is image tagging. So let users categorize and label images with descriptive keywords. So I click on image tagging, and as you see over here, images stored in SharePoint are automatically tagged with descriptive words. These tags improve search and can be used to initiate the workflows. So you have an option over here, which SharePoint site should the option to enable image tagging libraries be available. I click on edit, and I can specify that make it available to all the libraries in all SharePoint site, or just selected site, or no site. So I can completely turn this off, or I can say selectively I can enable it, or I can go ahead and enable it for all the libraries. So I've just enabled it for all the libraries. Right. Now, let me go into my SharePoint site. So this is one of my SharePoint site over here. Now here, let me do a duplicate tab so I can show you both the libraries. So if I go into document library, I have Girish doc library, and here I will open maybe receipts doc library. So I'm opening two document library. So over here, if you see Girish doc library, now in this Girish doc library, you don't see that image tag column, right? Here you can see something called as classify and extract. You can see translate, you can see other AI related feature, but you don't see the image tag configured. Now in Girish doc lib, you can see that this is a document library. I will open another document library, which is a image objects doc lib. Now here you see that I have these many images uploaded. So if I show you what does that image looks like, so show you the tiles. So this is how the image looks like. Go into the list, and it has automatically classified this particular images like this. So if you see forest image, it has identified different tags like autumn, conifer, deciduous, forest, natural environment. So whatever items or objects it can find within the image or interpret from the image, it has given you that output. For orange, it has given you like something like bitter orange, clementine, natural, it's an indoor setting, peel, and those sort of things. So if you see, it's a simple orange image, right? So one with the peel, one without the peel. So it has identified that, it has identified this in indoor setting, it has got some light. Same with playing football. So two people playing football, two-person playing football, then there's a green field, and there's an outdoor setting. So it has successfully identified those things. So this will help you basically in the search. It will help you basically classify your images, and you can even trigger a workflow based on some tags. All right. Now, how to enable it? Now here it is already enabled, so you can go ahead and disable it. So if I click on three dots over here, under automate, you see configure image tagger. Now image tagger is enabled in this document library. I can go ahead and disable it. So this is how you can disable it. But let's first go ahead and find over here how to enable it within this document library. Now here in this document library, we don't have this column image tags. Now if I go over here, column settings, show or hide columns, you see image tags. I click on apply, and you can see that it has identified that this particular has image tags as receipt, text, etc. And even this has some text in it. Now I'll just go ahead over here, automate, configure image tagger, enable image tagger on this library. I'll just click on enable. Now I have enabled image tagger over here. Now you can go ahead and again select an item over here, go to automate, configure image tagger, and you can even disable the image tagger. And from here you will be able to see the output. Now what I can do, I can go ahead and pick up some sample files. So I can go ahead and maybe pick up a couple of images. So I'm just uploading a couple of images. So this is capybara, this is a basil plant, and maybe one sample invoice. So I can go ahead and like upload different images, and then after some time it will automatically start um, extracting the image content and try to display different image tags over here, like how it did for the image docs lib over here. Now again, I showed you what you can do. You can click on any of the item and say click on configure image tagger, and I'll say disable image tagger, and then the image tagger would be disabled for this particular library. Or if you want to go ahead and then even turn this on, you can go ahead and configure image tag, and then you can enable it. Now you might have seen that image tags which have already been processed, it doesn't disturb that, right? So even if you disable it, if the image tag is configured with some value, it will keep that value as it is. So now as you see, basil plant which we uploaded, it has identified that that's a flower or a plant. Now if you want to see the image, so basil plant, this is how the image looks like. Similarly, the other thing which we uploaded, sample invoice PNG, you can see it's a sample invoice, and it has identified that, hey, this is like a screenshot, it has some text in it. And whatever it can identify, it will identify. Like for capybara, it has not identified anything. Maybe it is not that good enough to understand that this is like an animal capybara. Uh, and for Apple, also it is not able to identify it correctly. But if you wait for some time, you may see the tags being added within the image. Now let's go ahead and add a couple of other images. So let me add maybe a company icon or a corporate logo. So maybe I'll just add, say, Microsoft logo, and maybe Python logo, and maybe Fujitsu logo. So I can go ahead and add all this different companies logo and see whether that uh, image tagger is able to identify that or not. Now you may have to do a couple of refresh. Now as you see, I've done a couple of refresh, and this one, symbol mark.png, this is an icon, or like say logo of Fujitsu. Now it has identified this as an abstract design illustration poster text, so it is not able to identify exactly what you have uploaded. Even same with Microsoft.png, it will not tell you that this is a Microsoft logo, but then it will try looking into the image. Now in Microsoft logo, you have windows, you have four different colors, a square box, so it will show you a rectangle screenshot, text, yellow, color in it, colorfulness, design, abstract, those kind of things. It will try to extract the meaning out of that particular image. Same with Python logo. Now in Python logo, it has identified some cartoon character, and that's why it is specified as cartoon, design, illustration, and text. So you need to be a bit careful when you start using this kind of feature set. Like it will try to decipher the meaning out of it, out of that logo. It will not understand from an organization perspective that this is this organization or that organization. So that's it, folks. These are just some of the examples which I showed you. It may identify something, it may not identify something. So you need to be pretty much specific with the image which you upload. And also, if it is not able to identify it, you can manually go ahead, click on say specific image or edit a specific image, go into the details and see those information on the detail pane. Now here for table fan, if I click on edit all, you get to see image tags. Now if it doesn't identify it, you can just go ahead and type in table fan. Say, take for example, this is table fan, or this is a pedestal fan, or you can type it as a fan. Now this is a manual thing which we are doing if the image tagger is not able to process the image. So that's it, folks. This is all about image tagger within SharePoint. Thanks for watching.